there! It's great you're here, because today, I'm gonna tell you how to spot the lies cheaters tell. Oh, I know all about lying. I'm Pinocchio's distant cousin, Pinocchio. Yeah, we can't all be movie stars like Pinocchio, but my nose grows too when I lie, which is so annoying. But before we get to the truth about lying, why not subscribe to Bestie and click the notification bell? Help support our channel by watching this all the way to the end. I've had to learn how not to lie over the years because it makes my nose grow instantly. Because of this, I've become an expert on who's telling a lie and who isn't. Let's go over some of the most common lies cheaters tell. You're too clingy. Usually when you start to sense that something funny is going on, you may start asking more questions. For example, if your partner starts going to the other room or bathroom every time they get a phone call, that could start to get a little suspicious. There are a few telltale actions that go along with the lies cheaters will tell, and extra privacy is sometimes one of them. If they start to tell you you're being too clingy whenever they've been secretive, that could be a sign something's up. However, if you're often being told you're too clingy, then that might be something you need to look into on your own. It's a fine line with this one. I'm working late. Here's another way that cheaters will attempt to get more privacy so they can sneak off. Granted, yes, some jobs require late hours. If your partner is a doctor or a lawyer, then yeah, they're probably working late. But if they've never worked late before, and then they start pulling a lot of extra late night hours at the office, something might be up. It's important not to jump to conclusions, but to talk to your partner and maybe ask them to cool it with all the late hours at work if it's becoming a regular thing. Work-life balance is a very important thing in relationships, cheating or not. If they can't make you a priority, then maybe it's time to look elsewhere. Remember, you're with your partner because you like spending time together. If they don't have time for you, then find someone who does. You've been distant with me. One very common defense from a cheater is trying to flip the blame back onto you. If you accuse them of being very distant, they might offer the defense of, well, you're distant, so I was only reacting to your signals. This could be true, and this is why communication is so important. If you have a truly caring relationship, you should be able to talk through your problems and come out stronger on the other side. We want to be clear that you should always talk to your partner when you suspect something may be going on or you're feeling insecure in your relationship. You should never assume the worst, and you should always keep lines of communication open. Snooping around isn't the answer and will cause trust issues on both sides. Let's keep the detective work for the professionals. Everything is fine. Always trust your gut. You and your partner probably are very much in tune with one another if you've been together for some time. When you feel like something funny's going on, chances are you may be right. When you're in a relationship, it's really hard to lie to your partner without them knowing something's up. Again, make sure you talk through it with your partner and never accuse them of any wrongdoing if you don't have the facts. But if they reassured you everything is fine, you'll have to accept the answer and keep trusting that everything is, in fact, fine. They're just a friend. So you've been feeling uneasy. You've brought up your concerns and now they reassured you that everything is fine. However, there's still that uneasy feeling, and now you notice that they have a friend around who they've never been quite close with. This friend is attractive, friendly, and maybe you're a touch jealous. Try not to let the green-eyed monster get the better of you, because in my opinion, jealousy works the opposite way you want it to. If you're feeling left out or uneasy about your relationship, then this is something you should bring up to your partner. When you do, if they're understanding and feel bad about making you feel like the second fiddle, everything might be fine, and they may be just a good friend around. However, if they get defensive and angry, then that could be a warning sign or a red flag. You can also try asking if they can be invited the next time that this friend is hanging out. If there's nothing romantic going on, this shouldn't be a problem. If they turn pale and try to avoid inviting you along, then your relationship may be in trouble. I'm just not in the mood. Love is all about the give and take. It never feels good to be turned down in the bedroom, but it does happen. However, if you're feeling like they're never physically attracted to you anymore, then that's something the two of you need to discuss. Your feelings are valid, and that part of love is very important. Your needs are just as important as theirs, and if they're never up for getting physical, then they might be getting it somewhere else. Again, if you talk to them about it and they react defensive or angry, well, that's probably a sign that something's going on. Or if they assure you nothing is going on, then the relationship might just be coming to a natural end. Either way, the only route to the truth is communication. It didn't mean anything. Okay, so at this point you've discovered they were cheating. The next part's up to you if you want to give them a second chance. Everyone's relationship is different, and sometimes our partners deserve another chance. Again, this is something that needs to be discussed, and getting another chance should never be assumed by your partner. If they just expect you to accept what happened and move on, that's another story. Your partner needs to understand that the trust in the relationship has been violated and that it has to be earned back. Trust is a very fragile and necessary thing in any partnership. And if you find that you won't be able to move past it, then that may be a sign that you need to go your separate ways. It's your fault. This is never okay. Blaming someone else for one's actions just isn't fair, and you should never accept it. It's very childish behavior, and if they're feeling like something was wrong and they didn't bring it up with you before going out and finding another partner, then that needs to be addressed. You deserve respect. And if they react this way, then they are likely being selfish. As adults, we're responsible for our own actions, and if they don't understand that, then maybe it's time you moved on anyways. But I didn't cheat on you. Did you catch your partner in the act? Are you 100% sure they cheated? If you're certain that you've caught your partner cheating without snooping, remember, I'm the detective here, then when you confront them, they will most likely deny it. Unfortunately, you may have to prove your findings in order to get the truth out of the cheater. If this is the case, you'll be seeing their true colors, and those colors are probably not very pretty. No one likes to be with someone who will openly lie to their partner's face, and if this is the case, then they have a lot of growing up to do. At the end of the day, if you're both committed to one another and want the same things out of the relationship, then you should be able to talk to one another about any insecurities. Feeling uneasy about a relationship takes a lot of mental and emotional energy and will always be toxic. If you and your partner can't discuss these types of things without getting into an argument, or you can't seem to find a way to assure yourself, then the relationship is probably not gonna last. Save yourself the energy and find someone who respects you and who truly deserves you. Have you ever caught someone cheating? Let us know in the comment section below if this list helped you out today. Enjoyed this video? Hit like, share, and subscribe to Bestie. Wait, what kind of Bestie would we be if we didn't tell you about our other awesome videos? Go ahead, choose the left or right video and enjoy.